and the Pokemon are just stinking up the joint. Coffin looks so dumb.
I like Dynamax Charizard. He looks pretty fucking
They
sick.
keep wheeling out Charizard!
And I'm okay with that.
I'm sick of it. Blastoise and Venusaur gets no kind of love. Char is always Charizard, and I'm sick of it.
It's because Charizard, man.
Yeah. Charizard the best.
He's not the best.
He is the best.
Charizard the best.
He's not.
But
He is.
So they showed off a bunch of different Dynamax forms, and they have ones for the Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee. And I just love the fact that Let's Go Pikachu's Dynamax form is just original fat Pikachu.
Seriously,
It's
amazing.
all it is.
Can we talk about Meowths, though?
I hate it. It looks so stupid.
Long cat.
I hate it.
Very long cat.
Yeah.
Like, Pikachu's like, oh, okay, that's a cute callback. Meowth. Wait, guys, what the fuck?
That's that was the drugs finally kicking in. Like, they had some good designs, and then, like, at the peak of the creative portion of their high, they made Sirfetch'd, who's amazing. And then then they lost the buzz, and Dynamax Meowth came out of it. Robert Downey Jr.'s Doolittle.
Oh, did you see
The accent is the thing.
Uh-huh.
the Reddit stuff?
No.
Wait, what?
The Reddit stuff surrounding Doolittle. There was a dude that was working on a production company, and he just started releasing information. So the director was a piece of that clearly was out of his league and did not know what he was doing and micromanaging everything. So they would be shooting for the day, and the people would go, so where are the animals going to be placed? Because we need to know where Downey's going to be standing so we can place the animals there in post. And he goes, we'll figure it out. Just get this shot of shooting.
Hmm.
And there's like 5 stories of that.
Interesting.
We'll feel it out. Great.
The dude ended it with, I don't know who the production company is that they brought in, but if they can make it even watchable, they all deserve a raise. So he's thinking this is gonna be a dumpster fire.
Interesting.
I'd believe it, which would be very sad for Downey. I feel like he'd just kind of be annoyed.
Who cares? He doesn't care.
He doesn't.
Need it. This dude is doing. This is a passion project out there.
Yeah.
He's just like, whatever. Freaking dog movie, polar bear. Let's rock it.
Yeah,
He don't need this.
He's set for life.
Oh yeah, he's done. He's 100% done.
If they just go, this guy's eating 5 devil fruits. Nobody wants to see that. Because it's such a
you
drop
say
from
that.
the Oda quality.
You say that.
You say that, BG. We got Jinbei fans out there.
You have
Pumping
Jinbei
they fist.
stands out there. People who stand
Everybody
Jinbei.
wants to see SS5 Goku. Everybody's waiting for that next one.
I think people just want Super Saiyan 4 back.
Oh, definitely. It's the best form. It's the best form.
It's the best form.
On that note, you guys just put out the first episode of a new Revisited.
Oh, it was so fun. It
Was it,
wasn't
DA?
fun at all.
Was it?
I got so angry, and I'm like, I hate feeling this way. And then I just got drained of energy. I'm like, well, at least I know that I'm not a murderer or anything. It's like, all right, take me in, officer. I did it. Because I just got drained for like 5 minutes. I'm like, I gotta keep the energy up, and I'm just like, oh, BG, go on a huge rant. And BG's like, well, that sucks. Pause, look at me. I'm like, I'm done.
Oh no.
Take the ball, BG. Oh no. No, sir.
You dribbling the rest of this shot clock out, my friend.
The issue with that was you went 4.5 minutes. We played about 20 seconds. I went for maybe 40 seconds, and then you jumped right back in. So I'm like, oh, he's got more in him. And then for the beginning of part 2, you go on another rant. And then you just, for like 5 minutes, go, yeah, I don't know. And I'm like, oh, he threw. He used it all up. He got nothing left.
He threw it all at the spirit bomb and still had
not
that
an angry person. But this dude was talking all this hot nonsense. Yeah, it was terrible. And I just exploded like 3 times. And then I just went... And it wasn't like fun. Genlock sucks. Oh my goodness. This was like, dude, you're doing stuff that legitimately pisses me off. He was so mad. Did y'all see that updated Sonic?
Yes.
I was gonna get to that after this.
Okay. We stand with movies.
All right. Yes, he looks so much better.
Look good. Oh, what happened?
Good.
You were talking about... No, I said it looked fine. Now I'm saying it looks good. I never said that looked good. Bruh. I was on the fine train. That train was a crashing. Because he wasn't fine.
Yeah.
He wasn't okay.
We still doing this?
He wasn't a 5.56.
We still doing
He was a 2.
Yes.
That looks so much
very
better.
correct.
It looks so much better.
I said there was always room for improvement.
I always said
There was
that.
only room for improvement. That was a lead titanium inlaid fucking ground you had to dig to get worse.
It wasn't going to be worse, kid.
Google was saying how their technology is going to be so advanced that they're going to have something called negative latency, which doesn't fucking exist.
Mm-hmm.
Latency, by its very definition, is delay. You can't go negative with delay. It's no longer latency at that point. And at that point, too, what they're saying is the game is going to play itself. So, BG, if you for some reason decided to get Stadia and got Mortal Kombat for it and wanted to be the best online at Google Stadia Mortal Kombat, your inputs will be predicted. How does that make you feel?
It ain't going to happen. So, who cares?
Oh no, I think that technology could feasibly happen. I just think it's stupid.
I don't think it could. Because...
Like, I
feel
think
like to be...
it's not going to be stupid accurate, but like based upon how you're playing the game, trends of like. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Podcast of Stuff, episode 238.
Here, you cunt, stop fucking complaining.
Yeah, we are all here. Well, I mean, to be fair, I think last week we had determined that you were potentially not going to be here, but that changed. So,
yeah,
there is that. All right. Lots happened this week. I'm very tired right now. I've been...
You have no idea how
hauling shit, 31 years plus of shit out of my mom's attic for this whole weekend.
You know nothing of tired.
Boy.
What? Goodness gracious.
So...
You said 31 years of out of my mom's attic. I'm like, oh, no. This isn't the podcast for that. I don't need to hear about your mama enema. I'm not with that.
Yeah, I personally did it. I pushed the doctor aside and go, this is my job as her son.
This is my mother!
This is how we're starting it off.
If anyone's getting up in there, it's the person that came out.
Wrong hole.
I'm not a doctor. That's why I'm doing the enema.
Oh boy. No. She is getting new insulation, and we had to clear out the attic, and just basically it was like all of like the crap from me and my sister's childhoods, including a whole bunch of stuff that my mom had from her childhood that she's kept for many, many, many years. A lot. I would say like 1/8 of it was kept. There's
this junk.
This giant picture or this giant like line of crap that is in front of my mom's next to the street in our yard. I had a couple garbage pickers coming through and picked up some stuff. I did snag some things that I had like forgotten about or just like was kind of on the hunt for, which was my original Game Boy Color.
Oh goodness.
Which even if those things were worth anything, when I was a kid, I covered it in Pokemon stickers and was like, oh yeah, this is worthless. Besides a collector's item to me personally.
Yeah,
and
still that's sentimental. You can just pop it up with your DVDs and your game collection. You're like, yeah, that's my Game Boy Color that I've had.
Not only just a Game Boy Color, your Game Boy.
Yeah, for sure. And then the other thing, which was the thing that I was hunting for, because this is like even more rare, my Sega Game Gear. The portable Sega.
Had a Game Gear?
I did, in fact, have a Game Gear.
For what?
For some Sonic, for the 2 hours that you could play it on the 6D batteries that it took to run it.
Bro, it was legitimately terrible.
I mean, I was 4, so I couldn't tell the difference. But I have it.
This is fair.
I think I had Sonic. Was it on the podcast that we talked about Surf Ninjas? Or was that off-cast? We talked about it. It was the dude from the second Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie. I feel like we talked about that. Okay.
Surf Ninjas?
Dude, do you know we've done like 500 hours of talking?
It was recently.
Oh. Do you know DA and I have done like 100 hours of talking recently?
True. Yeah, so like that game, a big component of the game was the one kid had a magic Game Gear that like he could play to like help give his like older brother stats and stuff. And the Game Gear movie tie-in game, I own it, which was in the box. I'm just like, oh my god, nuts. It's like that.
Questionable taste even as a child. Go figure.
There's a few other things, just like a couple little like plushy things that I was like, yeah, I'll keep that. But yeah, majority of it was like we saved some of my old toys for like whenever a grandson comes into the picture, a whole bunch of Power Ranger toys and stuff. But yeah, it was a lot. So yeah, that was just a fun little sidebar of my weekend.
Cool. Mike's shitty life story's over.
You think that was worth going before Sora?
Legit. Mike,
yes, because
you have a long history of your personal stories being almost worthless.
Do you think this is worth going after Sora?
When it starts getting into that news section, absolutely. Right before the news section, we can do personal stories. Yeah. I did something Saturday. I'm gonna talk about around that time.
All right.
Yeah, this dude.
Mike's like, I'm gonna lead off with this riveting tale of how I cleaned out an attic and found the fucking toys.
I found a Game Boy with stickers on it. That was the 5 minutes.
I was interested.
Yes, no, it was interesting. But pre-Sora interesting, I do not believe.
I don't know. I tend to like to save big news for later. So that's my mindset going into it.
I mean, even if you want to save the big news for later, there should be like an area where we talk about what we're personally been doing.
Yeah. Like it's not a lead off. That's like middle of the road. Like, okay,
I want to get it out of the way.
We've got some neat topics, some bland topics, and here comes the big boys. Like there's a certain like system you gotta follow here, Mike. You don't just lead off with a fucking balk. Like you don't just do that.
I'll tell you this. I used to listen to, because now I just can't, a podcast called My Favorite Murder. The reason I stopped listening to it is because the first 30 minutes was just them talking about what they were doing. And I'm like, no, get to the murder.
Same.
I even thought about one day just creating a channel just called Just the Murders, where I just cut up all of their and just upload it for myself.
You were
I
gonna
don't
say,
want it-
I'm
I
gonna
didn't
cut
want-
them up.
Here's the thing. When I'm listening to something marathon, like I'm just listening to your episodes continuously, that 20, 30 minutes of just not being about what I'm here for, blech.
Gotcha.
Mike, I feel you. I'm on your side here. You do what you do. You know, this is a small little thing to ease us into it.
You
know,
know, into what? What are we talking
It's
about
called
first?
foreplay. You don't just ram it in. Gotta get the engine
You
going.
are not sexing the ladies right then. You just go
Arrive, pump, leave.
That's the way.
You gotta just
pre-made
fucking-
Arrive, pump, arrive, leave.
Now I'm just imagining like laying in bed with a lady and being like, "So I cleaned out my mother's attic this weekend."
You know what, Mike? I can imagine you doing that.
That got the juices flowing.
Oh, shut up. Just stick it in me. My goodness. Whatever I gotta do to make this dude shut up.
Yeah, this is
All right.
accurate.
All right, as always, our weekly reminders: Black Lives Matter, stop Asian hate, wear your goddamn mask.
Whoa,
and get
okay.
your vaccine.
Okay. Your story was not worth going before that preamble. The Black Lives Matter should go first.
Yeah, so it's like, hey guys, I cleaned up my attic. Oh yeah, by the way, the you know, I can't forget the black people.
your race, it matters.
Yeah.
Mike,
But
you're
my
doing a
attic is
good
more
job.
important.
I'm validating you.
Thank you.
No, you're enabling him. There's a difference.
Both
I
of
like
you two
how
at the
I've
same
literally
time.
like we started the cast with something, and then I go into that bit. That has been a thing that I've been doing since the Black Lives Matter has happened, and this one time,
What do we usually talk about, though?
anything.
We're usually babbling about whatever we started bringing up before the cast started.
Yes.
But
No,
Mike,
usually
this time
it's
around,
something goofy like, it feels like the cast hasn't even started the stuff we talk about.
yeah,
Like last week, where it was like, hey, we're late because of Mike, blah, 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 and we talked about that for like 4 minutes.
Yeah.
And then you go into it. That feels like the cast ain't even started yet.
Oh boy. All right.
I'm with you, Mike. I don't know where this is coming from.
Yeah, this is.
Yeah.
Order of the podcast talking points.
You
When has
eat
this
your-
ever been in the
You
thing?
eat your 11th burrito, Mike. It's cool.
sure.
Yeah, take that 15th shot, Mike. No problems. You've done it before.
Oh boy.
Enabling.
What's wrong with 11 burritos?
The massive shit you're gonna take when you're done.
Well, that's a personal
What?
problem.
That's gonna back you up for a month.
Exactly. The massive shit you're gonna take is gonna fucking come eventually.
All right. So, since we want to talk about it right away,
Yes.
this Tuesday,
Yeah.
there's a game that came out. We'll get to that later. But there was the last Smash Direct ever, and starts off as always, you know, with Sakurai giving his little spiel, completely in Japanese this time, no English dubber, and they start off, which they needed to. They started off with the Mii fighters. So everyone was like on the edge of their seats, like, all right, deconfirms. First two were like, it was like two Splatoon-based things, but then they showed off the Doomslayer. So like, all right, off the board. I'm still pissed they didn't give me music. That's fine. And then talk about a little bit of the history of the game and what have you, and then they go into the trailer. There's a YouTube video also of DA and I's reactions on the YouTube, if you want to go check that out. I had to do a lot of audio adjustment.
For what reason? Why did that happen?
I have to ask. How sore was your throat?
Not very immediately following. The next day, just the very bottom of my throat was killing me. And we had to do a revisit it, and I had to do a revisit it. And then I shut up for the rest of the day, and I was chilling.
I went out Saturday and someone personally asked me, "How is your brother's throat?"
You should have been like full of cum.
My God.
Why do you ask? You next in line?
Jesus fucking Christ!
I mean, it was a gay man, so.
Wow.
Oh,
Wow.
Didn't know it
Wow.
was Adam, but
you back on that train or what?
Oh
Jesus.
boy. So yeah, trailer starts, and BG even says it in the thing. They milked the beginning of it for all it was worth.
Oh, that
You
was
had
the
to.
plan.
You had
that
to.
was the plan.
it couldn't have been anything else. If it was just like, hey, here he is, it's like, oh, well, that's
It's just the keyblade in the middle of the ground.
Yeah.
It's like I picked it up.
So it started with like the end of the original trailer of like Inkling looking at the Smash Bros logo. Fire dims out, little flame falls down. They all turn to trophies. It all seems dark and depressing. And you see the flames sparkle. Mario untrophifies, walks up, hesitates for a second, clenches his fist, grabs the fire, which why would that be a problem for Mario? He deals with fire all the time. But anyways, he grabs it.
But it's his own internal fire. It's
Yeah.
a difference.
big difference.
And then he throws it, and at that point, we see when he throws it, it's in the shape of a blade. And it's just like, okay. And then we're just waiting, and then it freeze frames on the Keyblade. I start freaking out. The comp bros were a tiny bit behind me.
They were like 2 seconds behind. So
That's
Mike,
my fault because we were originally 2 seconds ahead of him, and I figured it would be way less impactful if DA started screaming pre-Mike,
But
yeah.
then the opposite happened.
which I think
Yeah.
is more forgiving. And then we tried to sync up with Mike later, but he just wasn't listening.
I was enraptured.
yeah, that flame was very Dark Souls-esque. I thought, okay, wow, they're gonna go
Yep.
with a Dark Souls character. I mean, not the worst idea. That could be very interesting. But I was like, also, okay, maybe it could be also Dante, because that's again, I think
He was
could be real as well,
deconfirmed.
'cause
He was in me
hell,
costume.
But he was. Yes, I know. That's what I'm trying to say. I was like, is it a fake out? Like, what's going on here? But then, yeah, the freeze from the Keyblade as the flame
Which-
explodes off the blade was fucking
That
nuts. And then
freeze
when
frame
DA starts screaming
Of the
my God.
emblem. Probably costed the most out of anything. Probably costed more
Or-
than the entire development of Sora.
$400,000 is what it cost.
Just
That
Just
was
the-
a meme.
the
I
freeze
believe
frame
it though.
That
on.
wasn't the actual cost. That was just a meme.
No, I know. I was just fucking around. No, it probably cost a fuck ton of money though.
And so we just start screaming. DA goes.
We're not
nuts.
screaming. He is ballistic.
No, you know, I kept my emotions tempered. That was all an act for the audience, for the
Uh-huh.
reaction, and just
No,
that
no,
was
no.
all an act. You know, I got y'all. I got
I was
So-
exclaiming.
I'm just like, yeah.
So when
this
you
is
had
what I'm
made the
supposed to do.
murder
Let's
voice
get that
up, Mike?
old face in thumbnail. That's what I was trying to be. I'm trying
Dude,
to
you made
build
the
up our
murder
YouTube
voice.
platform by being one of them.
Without a
That's
webcam.
That's all that was happening.
No. No.
This was a test for next
No, it
time.
wasn't. No, it wasn't.
Like literally, I
My
could
My
tell
bed-
how much
my my bed disagrees because you punched it so many times and it's a little flat over there.
And then like the one part where I'm just like, the leak is true, and then just, I don't care about the leak.
Why should I care about the leak?
I was just exclaiming about it, and that was it.
Man,
I didn't want to
I
have
don't
a
care about the leak.
discussion.
It
I was
is
just
so
saying it was
yeah.
true.
yeah,
Okay, it was true. What information did that add now? It's Sora now.
Yeah, I'm in the moment. Don't have me think about other stuff. Just like, oh, how did they get that information? What even was the leak? Because
That's all. I didn't want to care about that. I was just saying it. That's it.
No, once you say it, you put it out there and make people think about it. It's just like if you ask somebody, if you just say purple elephant, it's gonna come into people's mind.
You literally like, it's not a thing that other people didn't do, and then moved on.
I'm with you, DA. I'm validating you.
Well, thank you for your validation.
Okay, but
Yeah,
yeah,
I
just
don't care about no leak when Sora is flying around and Simple and Clean, the orchestra version is playing in the back. I don't care about some dumb leaker, somebody who's in 4chan. You just go on 4chan and see all sorts of things. I don't care about a leak right now. The leak is true. The leak is true. Was I supposed to be like, oh yeah, it is, or
No.
What was the reaction supposed to be? Nothing? Oh yeah, it was real or chastation. That's all it was. That's not a word.
Chastation.
Yeah, I was just yelling it. That was it. But so then they go through all the different stuff, super light. But there's a moment that I kept rewatching just because I found it hilarious, and I couldn't quite at the time. I just made a comment about it, but I couldn't there was something that I was trying to think of a metaphor for it. And I'm guessing at one point it was right around when they were doing the wait. And DA says something along the lines, and I'm guessing he was pointing at the screen. We're just he's there, you see, he's there. And then BG just goes yeah, I can see it. And then I made the comment of just now BG wishes he wasn't here. But then I was thinking, I'm what? I feel like I've seen that somewhere, and and then it dawned on me BG had the biggest annoyed dad that took their kid to Disney on Ice or a Disney parade, and they're going Daddy, look, it's Mickey, he's there, and you're just yeah, he's there.
I am here for support and nothing else.
Yeah, and just the tone that you had,
literal zero to me. But you are excited, so I am with you.
I'm validating your excitement.
Just you are the dad entertaining their mid-30s-year-old son.
It was the ugliest. But hey, happy for y'all. Y'all got it.
But yeah,
what more could you possibly want?
In terms of the character, they made him super faithful, and apparently Tetsuya Nomura actually commented saying we had a lot of back and forth on working with this character, and it's Sakurai, good on you for dealing with Tetsuya Nomura.
I figured as much, because you're not just throwing Sora in like it's nothing. You gotta put some love in there. He's the last one. He's the most requested one. He's in Nomura. He's a cash cow that he could always go back and get a little bit of money from. Right now he's missing, so the people are expecting him and just oh my god, they're hyped to see him because we don't know what is going on with him.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, in terms of what he is, he's super light. People have guesstimated he's around Zelda's weight. Zelda is lighter than Isabelle and Young Link, apparently. I'd have to double check that fact, but we'll find that out on the 18th, the exact weight. But very air combo. The man can stay off stage for literal ever. It's kind of
the entire game. He flies. He
kind of bonkers.
Fly.
But yeah, I don't think he's going to be as high tier as basically every other character in this fighter pack, but I think he'll be either low high tier or upper mid tier.
He's got ridiculous combo abilities.
Yeah.
So.
His kill power seems to be lacking though, but we won't know this until we get our hands on the character. But just from that vignette, that's my guesstimate. Still gonna play the shit out of him.
So absolutely.
Yeah.
Got all the costumes in there.
Mm-hmm.
Got
all the big
costume
stuff. Yeah, all the big costume changes from the games. Valor, wisdom,
the poses.
Yeah.
Oh, it's money. It is absolute money. And every time that I'll go on Twitter, I'll just see Sora's coming, and it's how the Switch has a little advertisement on the side. So I'll just smile. I'll just smile when I see the handshake between him and Mario.
Mm-hmm.
I'll just smile because I'm this is good. I like this. This is enjoyable to my taste.
People are saying that this game theoretically could be canon in the Kingdom Hearts universe.
It could and it couldn't be.
Because both Cloud and Sephiroth disappear at the same time. They're going to continue their fight somewhere else. They're both in Smash Bros. And then Sora disappears at the end of 3. And Kingdom Hearts is fucking weird. When he goes into his dreams, he de-aged. So, hey, he goes into Smash Bros. He de-ages.
About that. He had the correct proportions in Dream Drop Distance. He does not in this. He's a very tall Sora and Sora costume number 1.
Boy, yeah,
he has Sora 3 proportions and Sora 1. So that is the biggest issue in canonicity fitting this anywhere. I do not believe that it can.
It's
Of course
not.
It can. It's not, but you could just throw in a little liner or a reference or a manga or an interview or whatever you want to. But that's just my biggest thing of just like the proportions are way, way off.
Yeah, and then the other meme that I kept seeing go around is Mario's the Keyblade Master.
He absolutely is canon. He wielded it.
Yep. All right. The
So,
last thing I want to talk about is, did any of you guys watch anyone else's reactions and stuff to it?
I've watched a
No,
few
I don't like
random
reactions.
individuals
Okay.
that just popped up in relation to your video. That was
It's fun seeing like the people that were excited were very excited, but then seeing just the people that did not want him, just the utter hate, was fascinating.
I mean, what could you not want about him except you wanted somebody else? Like I can see that.
Hate
But
the
to
character.
specifically
There is some
what?
vitriol
Yeah.
hate for the character.
For what?
For Sora.
Character.
Nope, don't like Sora.
The
You
one,
don't
like,
like
half of it is
animals?
trolling, but the one, like, that I went and looked at was the Smash commentator Coney. Utter hatred.
Is it just animal stuff or
No, he does not like Kingdom Hearts. He does not like Sora.
Okay, I'm not a fan of Kingdom Hearts, but
Yeah, it's but again, like, it was interesting seeing just, like, the people that did not want him, like, just severely. But yeah, he overall, it was mostly positive excitement. There, one of my favorite ones was the player Mars, who got a lot of hate not too long ago for the player privilege tweets.
boy.
His girlfriend is like a giant Kingdom Hearts nut and a Sora fan. Like, literally for like the last 5 characters, she usually sits in on the character announcements. She's like, Sora. And she was off camera, and apparently she just started ugly crying. Tears of joy. But yeah, Ralph, you have a story.
So, on the note of this Sora release, I would like it very much to be known that DA, you in particular, are almost the reason for a death. I almost died.
Wouldn't be the first, wouldn't be the last.
I almost died thanks to your reaction.
Oh, that's your problem.
I was on my way home from work and figured, okay, let's watch and listen.
Oh, that's
let's
your
listen.
mistake.
Yeah,
How is this my fault?
I'll blame
blame
Yeah,
Apple, blame your
I'll
car
blame you.
manufacturer, the speakers, blame yourself for putting it in, blame Mr. Twitch for putting it on Twitch, blame my mama who gave birth to me, and
already
then
do.
blame me.
I already do. But so I'm driving home and everything's going great. Like, and it once, because you guys go through the whole pre-discussion and everything like that, and it was like I was rounding the bend to get to my neighborhood, and I hear Mike just yell. I'm like, "Oh shit, it's Sora!" It's like it's fully confirmed, and then your absolute losing of your shit. I have not laughed that hard in a minute, and driving took all of my willpower.
It's a man experiencing pure joy for the first time
I should
in his
have-
life.
I should have.
Pure joy.
What?
This is exactly what I want.
What?
It's the first time ever.
What?
The
Tara
birth
Strong.
of my secret child. Who cares about him?
Tara Strong
Get out of
doesn't
here,
matter.
Jamal.
Tara Strong doesn't matter.
Not in comparison to Sora.
It was pure joy. That was a joke. How could I be mid-30s of Nebula's age that was mentioned?
You
before
don't
and
want to
not
try new
experience
things
pure joy
anymore. I
pure
at this
joy?
point I don't.
Yeah, because I'm done.
This is unbelievable.
Oh, we're done with that.
I'm not.
I don't see how
But-
you're not. Get over it.
But I should
So,
have, before I uploaded the edited video, I should have actually passed it to you, DA, in order to subtitle what the fuck you were saying at the beginning, because a good 2/3 of it I could not.
Unintelligible.
Yeah.
Absolutely unintelligible.
Are you serious, Sora, and Sora?
There's a couple other things.
Something, bringing him back to life. I'm sitting here like,
Yeah.
Look at my boy bringing him back to life.
Yeah, look at my boy bringing them back to life because he was saving their lives. Look at my boy. He saved everyone.
It
He's
took
the
about-
biggest hero.
It took about 6
Swangling and dangling.
took
Get
about-
in there.
It took about 6 listens before I recognized. Oh, he's saying simple and clean there.
It was
Dude.
it was loud.
I
I can't
Very
imagine.
high pitched.
I can't
I
imagine
kept
you
trying
sitting
to get
next to
myself
him.
under control. I kept trying so hard to get myself back in control just so I could just get home. I pulled into the driveway and just busted my shit laughing.
The funny thing is, before that, I knew if Sora was there, it was gonna get loud. So I turned our microphone down 10 decibels. So just imagine what it would have been like if it was at the original volume.
Would have just been white
'Cause
noise.
I turned us
It would have been
down.
white noise.
Like right before I went swoop, slide that boy down.
It would have been white noise. Mike has it right.
Yeah, as a viewer request month, I went through all that and now I'm being rewarded.
Where's
it's,
my
it's
reward?
give and take. You got to experience joy through me. Isn't that as good as being happy yourself?
How? That is
What?
such a shitty thing to say.
What? Why would I what?
It's like
Is that what
it's
you
like
want?
you're having sex and like, but you watched me from the closet.
I haven't eaten in 10 days, but I'm eating. So aren't you full?
We on the phone. I'll FaceTime you the meal.
Isn't this filling
bad.
your belly?
Oh my god. Oh man.
You'll get yours. That sounded like a threat.
Yeah.
You'll get your happiness.
Oh man. All right. Is there anything else we want to say about Sora? I mean, we're gonna talk about him more come 2 weeks once we actually get to play him. But
There shouldn't be much left to say. Y'all got him? Good on you.
how many times have you rewatched the trailer, DA?
0 times.
Really?
I don't need to.
Always pass.
I've had my moment.
I've rewatched it multiple
What-
times.
what- it's just gonna be that
Diminishing
again. It's
returns.
mhm. Even though I didn't watch it technically because I had my face down in PG's bed as I was punching it and indenting it. Apparently.
There was a point where you're just like, I haven't read a word this man has said.
Yep, I
about
sure
Sakurai.
Because I was just looking at Sora, just going, look at my boy, look at him. Looking at the back poster, just like, this is photo, look at him, look, he's in there. Because it's just like, yo, this is just, have you ever just been in a situation where you just go, man, life sure does put me in some odd situations. I was on a, back when I was doing my teaching thing, I had to chaperone some kids onto a museum. And I had to help, there was this girl who was in a wheelchair, and I had to help her on the school bus, but the bus didn't have, like, any kind of ramp or anything. So I had to just basically lift her up, and I'm just like, life is very weird sometimes. It's just, you never think that you would be in this situation. And in the back of my mind, I'm just like, look, it's not happening. Sora is Disney. He gotta be double expensive. People, sword characters. It's not even like Sakurai is making the decision. It's the upper branch, and then he maybe has some sort of input. It was a whole bunch of things that just like, this is about 80-20 gonna happen. But that 20% is just like, but what if?
Mm-hmm.
And then the fire came, I'm like, fire, and I thought immediately of the bonfire from Dark Souls. I'm just like, and then I started thinking of Dante. I'm like, Sora is not really equated with fire, so there's really nothing here. And then he threw the sword and it turned to Strike Red. I'm like, that looks like Strike Red. They might be. And then it happened. And I'm like, it's just that. It's just the combination of I am here and I didn't expect myself to be here. And that's all it was. It was just an outpouring of emotions of this is exactly what I wanted, and I am happy to be receiving this.
Okay. Yeah, I've rewatched it multiple times. Just the Keyblade showing up, the sound effects, the music coming in. Just
What sound effects? I don't. What sound effects?
the
All I heard
Keyblade
was a woman screeching. Oh,
The-
that was me. Sorry.
no, like the Keyblade firing, opening the keyhole. Like that's, and just yeah, and I mean just like even going back to the character vignette, just like they ripped all of like his Keyblade Foley, like his hit Foley from the games.
Oh yeah. Like all of his hit sound effects come directly from KH1.
Yeah, I like that kind of stuff. Just that attention to detail that Sakurai puts into these games. Yeah, just I get a dumb grin on my face every time I watch the trailer. But yeah, more to come once he is available. Okay. Also, they announced on that note, which this doesn't really work for the handheld thing, but like, whatever. Switch is getting cloud versions of all the Kingdom Hearts games, the 2.1.5, 2.5, 2.8, and 3, which is interesting. Yeah, just because it's cloud, though, you can't really take it on the go, per se. All right, let's do some tiny news tidbits, and then have a couple of big things. Chris Pratt was recently interviewed for getting the role of Mario, and have you guys seen his quote?
Nope.
I did.
Nope.
He said, no, Mario, I'm just using my normal voice. He's not Italian. He is, and I give the heaviest of air quotes, normal now.
He's normal now. And it's just
Wow,
like,
that's
do you think
interesting.
Italians are abnormal? Is that what you're saying?
That's
Christopher
exactly
Pratt?
what they're saying. Yes.
No, you can't. Not like this.
Chris Pratt
Oh no.
is a bit of a dummy.
He is.
A
Like,
bit?
well
No,
known
dude,
dummy.
he's done. That dude, I don't understand why they even used him. He's in his own deep shit water.
He's very one of those. It's a choice boys.
It's a very obvious choice. It's like Ryan Reynolds. You're just like, bam, Tom
No.
Holland, bam.
No.
Of course it's
Oh,
them.
not that way,
No.
DA.
No, it's a choice.
What?
The shot for the cough.
Yeah.
Oh no, he's
Yes.
A choice. He's
Yeah.
very.
He is a very big Republican, very big religious man.
He goes to and donates to the church and religious association that is also tied in with the Chick-fil-A situation that pays to have like gays and people
Conversion
of color
therapy.
executed abroad.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's a bit of a dummy.
Oh boy.
Yep.
Yeah, he's kind of like not liked anymore
Hey,
by most
But
people.
he's famous.
Not for long.
And Gina Carano's still famous.
Eh.
Okay, you're not
Ish.
gonna be Star Wars famous anymore, but you're still famous.
I guess people still know her name, but still.
And they shall continue to know her name.
Mm-hmm.
And she just gave up any pretense.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah,
It's
absolutely.
just like, hey, biting diddles children.
Yep. Yep.
Oh, did they
So
divorce
bad.
V? I did not know that. Good
Oh,
on
yeah.
her.
Yeah, she divorced him.
Good.
Like they got divorced. I want to feel like before any of the information even came out. Like once he got that Guardians fame, I feel like relatively soon after that they got divorced.
Unbelievable. Yeah, he
Alright.
sucks.
All right, moving on. No Time to Die apparently is very good. And seeing
was.
good things about it. Oh, you went and saw it?
Yep, that was one of the things I did Saturday. I'll transition into the two things I did. You see how smooth that transition was, Mike? That's how we do it. That's how you broadcast.
Roasting this man on his own scene.
Seriously
Let's
though,
go.
so I realized that either the sedentary work from home life is killing me, or I'm just getting too old for. So, went to go see No Time to Die with Adam, his family. It was very, very good. Put it above. It's right below Skyfall. Skyfall is number 2 for me. Casino Royale, Skyfall, this. Upon rewatches, maybe Skyfall will go to third, and this will go to second. Really good movie.
Okay.
Yeah. So Winter did that. Afterwards, came home because I had to go to an event with Brittany, and boy, I was already super tired just going to a movie. Because to get to Adam, I had to spend like 35 minutes in the car. So 35 minutes there, 35 minutes back, hour 10, and then I had to do 25 to get to Brittany. So all up, I spent almost 2 hours in cars. Slept for 5 hours, spent 2 hours in cars, movie for about 2.5, 3 hours. And then that stupid event, and I was there for like 6 hours, and then I came home, and I'm still just like, my head hurts. I just don't want to do nothing.
Rip.
Dude, I'm just like, I love them, but my God, give me my day off back. But yeah, it was a very good movie.
I feel like a movie, like especially in a movie theater environment, it kind of relaxes you a bit in a way too.
Yeah, I found myself kind of like fading.
Yeah.
But I think that was because I was only on like 5 hours of sleep, so it
There's
also
that too.
contributed to it.
That may have played a contributing factor.
Potentially. But yeah, super good movie. V, that's about my. Yeah, that's probably my ranking as well.
Man, Quantum of Solace is last? What?
That movie was trash.
Yes, it was.
I don't know why. So, why would you get Alicia Keys, renowned woman for her piano skills, and then make her sing over a rock song? And then the last 2 or 3 people got pianos. Like, make it make sense to me.
You know, you can get Alicia Keys for the piano. You know, that's a dime a dozen. You who got Alicia Keys on a rock song? Let me ask you something. You go up to Michael Jordan, you gonna get a basketball signed or a baseball signed? Who got a baseball signed by Michael Jordan? Who got a volleyball signed by Michael Jordan?
So you want
who got a signed picture of Luffy signed by Michael Jordan?
So you want the unique thing as opposed to the thing you are known for.
Yes.
Alicia Keys. It is in your name. Hit the keys.
Nah.
But it's just like, did it? Dude, it was awful. Probably one of the worst Bond songs. I hated it.
Mr. Michael Jordan, could you please sign my meatball sub?
Why?
You gonna sign it or ain't you?
Are you gonna eat this? Yes, I want you in me. I in good conscience, I cannot sign this. So yeah, go. If you are not comfortable, because we rented out the theater, rent out a theater and just wait till it comes to something.
Okay. Yeah, it's definitely being seen at some point.
I've never seen a single Bond movie, so that's always just gonna be over there.
Yeah, because I was asking the kids if they had seen any Bond movies and if they wanted to come. They were like, "Yep, we've seen them all, except the Daniel Craig ones." I'm just like,
Goodness.
What are you doing? Oh, no. Daniel Craig's the best Bond.
Yeah. Like, Pierce Brosnan has a special place in my heart. Like, growing up, he was my Bond. And, like, that make him number 2 just kind of on, like, very much on a nostalgic sense. But Daniel Craig has had way better movies.
I think it's a Joker situation where Heath Ledger was the best Joker for that series. It's just like Daniel Craig is the best Bond for his series. But if you were to do a 1-for-1, it's Jack Nicholson and Pierce Brosnan.
Mm-hmm.
They exude more of the what you expect Bond/Joker energy.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like Bronson is kind of like, if I were to like imagine just like what Bond looked like, his image would come in my head. And just kind of like the aura that he would give. But Daniel Craig just, even Quantum of Solace, how shitty it was, Daniel Craig still did amazing in every movie that he was in. All right. We have a release date for Into the Spider-Verse 2. October 7th, 2022, so a year away.
Trailers.
Yeah.
That's fine.
No, trailers.
Yeah, they announced it in the
Quantum
most
Solace was
nonchalant
not
way,
great.
too, which was great.
Do not do this. Do not do this, Triton. It wasn't great. How did they announce it?
Brosnan was the bondiest looking Bond. I think we can agree.
That's all because we all have that image of in GoldenEye 007 on the N64 just chilling in our minds. That's
but
all.
even from the books, like if you were to draw Bond, it'd look a lot like Pierce.
Yeah. He the way that Bond is described in the books is very like Timothy Dalton and Pierce Brosnan both kind of are very close to how he is described. You've never seen GoldenEye? Correct yourself, please.
Lest you wreck yourself.
They've already
Zero
wrecked
Bond
themselves.
movies.
They haven't seen GoldenEye
Zero.
yet.
But you played GoldenEye.
Sure did. I don't need to know who in short stack he is to shoot him.
Well, he's not even in the Pierce Brosnan movies.
What was his name?
Odd Job.
Odd Job. That was it.
Or Jaws. The only time Jaws and Pierce Brosnan were even close together was in the Die Another Day video game.
That got the silence that it deserved.
Was that the video game?
You might be talking about Tomorrow Never Dies.
No, that's a movie.
Bloodstone.
No, I have to look it up. No, Die Another Day is a movie. I forget the name of it, but it actually had like Pierce Brosnan actually starred in it and then fought Jaws in the game.
Agent Under Fire.
No. I
got nothing for you.
Yeah. I guess like it wasn't GoldenEye as well, but I mean like Pierce Brosnan was actually voicing the character. That's why I kind of equate that more.
Dude, back in the day, actors could not voice act to save their life. Please, somebody, for the love of God, play Spider-Man 2 and just listen to Tobey Maguire.
Pretty bad.
Being the worst I've heard in a long time.
Pretty bad.
Everything or Nothing. That was the game.
But you know they had their time in movies. Chris Rock was great as Osmosis Jones.
No, I think they're good in the movies.
Are you talking about just video games?
Just video games.
Might be a different way of
it's directors
like that.
Yeah. That's pure direction.
Oh, I forgot Connery even voiced Bond in the From Russia with Love remake. All right, moving on. They are making an Agatha Harkness spin-off show.
I knew that was coming.
Like,
it's too much.
Yeah, I agree. Like I'm just like, yeah, she was fun, but like it's getting
silly.
It's getting too much.
That's somebody with too much money and just like, whatever, who cares? Let's go.
I feel like Disney, I think Marvel, there was a lot of like, oh, the Marvel fatigue is coming. I think it's actually going to come because they're going to oversaturate the market with these Disney Plus series.
Mm-hmm.
It's just going to be spin-off after spin-off after spin-off after spin-off. And it's just going to be like, we're going to have 4 to 5 series a year at this point. 6 to 7 a year. Who's going to keep up with this? And watch the movies.
Yeah.
The other witch from blah blah.
Oh, Scarlet Witch. WandaVision, we should say. All right, moving on. I guess Universal just signed a deal to make Pokemon-themed attractions at the Universal Studios Japan, I guess they're starting development in 2022. This makes more sense than Donkey Kong to me. Just Way
Donkey Kong is like the first video game for Nintendo and them.
true, but in terms of popularity, now, Pokemon is just arguably the second biggest media franchise on the planet underneath Disney.
Yeah, but there's a
On their
lot
own.
less to do with Donkey Kong, and you get roughly the same returns. You do a jungle, you got the DK crew, which is like 7 people, and you good.
Oh, it's
You
larger
got
than Disney.
Almost a 1,000 freaking Pokemon. Now you gotta make them, you gotta model them, you gotta do the voices. Instead, you could just do a go-kart and a jungle theme and have in Banana Shake, and you good.
It's a whole park, though, that they're doing for, like, a whole subsection of a park they're doing for Donkey Kong.
Okay, you do some jungle gyms, you do some monkey stuff, tree stuff, whatever.
But yeah, okay, apparently
You have a tree
Pokemon
slide.
makes more money than Disney, so it's the biggest media franchise on the planet.
I'm glad I got out of that early.
Yeah, like, that is true. Like, they could just do the backlog of voices. But yeah, it's happening. So is that. Okay. So now we have a couple of big game announcements and then the big news that happened over this last week. So the other thing that happened on October 5th was Nick All-Star Brawl came out. Has anyone here touched it besides me?
Not yet. Nope. Not yet.
Nope.
It is very fast. Very, 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 very fast. Lot of jank still. Especially they actually had their first patch 3 days after the game came out. Because people, like, you know, developers have, you know, a limited player base. They find as much as they can, then they release it to the wild where, you know, potentially hundreds of thousands to millions of players get their hands on it. And that is a larger testing base than what you do in development. People found infinites basically with every character within a day. The most notorious being Sandy Cheeks. Basically every character in the game has like a jab that's just one hit. But Sandy's jab is a 2-hit. And basically what you could do with Sandy is you get the player into this certain, or character into this certain mode, which is also a glitch, where it's like if you missed a tech once, you couldn't tech again until either like you lost a stock or you just attempted a grab in any way, shape, or form. You can land the grab, or you could just whiff, and then that like reinstates your I can tech again state, which was really weird. But when Sandy's would get the person into that, they'd basically do jab, jab, stop, walk to the other side of the character, jab, 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 jab to 999%, and then... and honestly, you could time them out if you really wanted to. The other thing, too, was that they found out that Michelangelo had an infinite jump. Where he could just get a percent lead and then go to the top right corner of the screen and time you out. But so they patched that out as well as a few other things. But like the one big thing about this game is the developers are super responsive to the community, and the publisher. The guys who were doing the character vignettes, I think it's Thaddeus Cruz, and I'm forgetting the other guy's name, but I've heard Thaddeus more because Hungrybox actually interviewed them before the game came out, and then Thaddeus Cruz also co-commentated the top 8 of the first big online major, which was Hungrybox's tournament, the Juice Box. And basically, we're talking about how like they're listening to feedback, they want to add voices later, they want to like increase Foley later, and like how they were basically, besides like changing the core mechanics of the game, were all for major changes, like moveset changes. It's like, hey, is this move just flat out not working for this character and sucks? All right, we change it. Like some like gigantic, catastrophic changes that they could possibly do. There was already a leak and kind of a wink confirmation from the devs on the next characters. There was files found in...
Here's why developers are so against putting on PC because they'll just mine the out of
Yeah,
it.
Yeah.
they'll grab it real
Yeah.
fast.
So they found a level and then character file for Garfield the cat.
Ooh,
Whack.
What?
Whack.
Okay, sure.
And then Shredder from the
Whack.
Ninja Turtles.
Shredder makes sense, but that's too much turtle representation.
But
Should have never been April. Should have been him from the beginning. Get them
But-
women out of here.
Jesus Christ. But yeah, the first of many, obviously. And the other big aspect is at SmashCon, which is a big, usually just Smash Bros. Centric tournament. They're hosting the first, or not the first, but a in-person Nickelodeon All-Stars Brawl tournament where the publisher of the game donated $10,000 to the prize pot.
Mm.
It has a bigger prize pot than Smash Ultimate and Melee combined at the same venue, which is bonkers. So it's like you got developers that are listening, they're open to feedback, they want to add more and more.
Hey,
They are-
instead of that prize pool, give me voices.
Should have put that into voices. But I understand the gesture. But you know, it's I've seen a lot of clips and it sounds it's very odd to just.
There will
see
be no way
silence.
I play this without some type of music in the background for me. I
Oh.
can't just listen to whack whack fack.
But yeah, so the thing they said that they're looking into adding voices later, music from the shows, which that's harder because then that's a lot more licensing that they have to do. But yeah, that I feel like that stuff is going to come down the line, especially since the game is seeing a lot of early success right now.
Yeah, give it a year and a half, and this game is gonna be markedly different.
Yeah, and they also didn't turn down the idea of third-party characters too, like not Nickelodeon-centric characters.
That I don't see happening.
I
Don't see what happened.
the developers didn't deny it.
It depends on the third party.
Yeah, it also has to go through the third party, the Nickelodeon themselves. It's not just like, hey, I'm doing what I want.
Sure,
They could say
But-
all up and down the tree, yeah, that sounds pretty cool. Doesn't mean anything if they can't do it.
I feel like they would have
I can
vehemently
see-
denied it.
I could see like a My Little Pony character. I could see a Ruby character. Something that's less like the Cartoon Network Disney area.
Yeah, that's Gavin and John. That's true. Dragon Ball Z did air on Nick for a little while.
I don't want Goku in anything. No more Dragon Balls.
Could
The
happen.
less that I see of Goku would be, it
Bruh,
makes more
this
happiness for
new
me.
movie's supposed to be about Gohan. Where he at?
Where he at though?
That
I've-
trailer? Where he at? I
I've-
got my girl Pando looking flash.
She looks great.
I forgot about that too. I just added that. We'll talk about that after the next game. But yeah, I definitely want to try and play it on stream with someone, one of y'all.
Oh yeah, definitely. 1,000,000%.
Yeah, tried a little bit of Korra. She's kind of clunky in comparison to the rest of the cast. Also, just watching people play this game competitively is kind of bonkers. Like right now, the format is 3 stocks. I think it's gonna go to 4. The game, like, there are sets that finish before a Smash Ultimate game is finished. Like 4-minute sets is kind of nuts.
Yeah, I think the air dodging, the lack of that really kind of hurts it because you can't. It's more difficult to get out of things, so you're just sort of juggled off the stage and then spiked.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, interesting to see how far this game is pushed and what all is added in the future. Next up, I have Metroid Dread. Came out this Friday, and holy shit, I'm in love with this game. I've been playing all the Metroids leading up to it. And you know how, like, Ralph and DA for Kingdom Hearts 3, they decided to take, like, a bunch of, like, the really good to best things out of all the combat systems and all the just game mechanics from the other games and just shove them into one, and it made a really cool an awesome
Yeah.
compilation of gameplay experiences. That is what Metroid Dread did in spades. They took the best bits of all the 2D Metroids and shoved them into one game. It is so much fun. All the different story tie-ins. There is this one cutscene that I got to on Friday. I have rewatched this cutscene multiple times. I honestly think, like, it might be my favorite cutscene that Nintendo has ever done in a game, ever. I can't quite explain it. It's kind of an exposition dump, but it ties a lot of things together, and then there's this little moment that happens that I just kind of squeed at. And yeah, I'm loving this game so far. If you like Metroid, please play this game.
Yeah, I was definitely looking into it. 'Cause a whole lot of fun. The only thing is, it is said to be very, very short, which is
Well, the Metroid games have always been that way, though. Like, I beat Super Metroid in 5 hours. Like, that is a thing for 2D Metroid games. They're typically not super long. This game is looking to be roughly the same time frame as the 3DS game, which was, if you play at a casual pace and don't care about collecting all the items, it's roughly 10 hours. If you go for 100%, add a couple more hours to that. And I'm past the point where it's just like, a game has to be 40 hours for it to be worth my money. No, if I had fun, I had fun. You know?
Yeah, I feel like people that feel like that are douchebags.
If they have like an time to money ratio when it comes to games.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So when I'm bored, I like going through a lot of like lower end Reddits, and there's one that I love. Just like I forget what it's called, but it's a bunch of escorts complaining about people, and one of it is the person that hired them. Let's say they pay for 30 minutes. They will just go stop, and try to get every 29 minutes, 59 seconds of sex out of them to get their money's worth.
Oh, goodness gracious.
Instead of a good 14 minutes, they'll stretch that out, and it's just like, dude, it's hilarious. It's fine to get what you get out of what you got.
Yeah.
Like, have fun with what you got. You paid $60 for it. If you don't feel it's worth $60, yeah, that's on you. But I will spend $60 on a 4-hour game in a heartbeat if it's good.
Mm-hmm.
I do not give
But my only issue with that is I always go back to just like, man, I wish I like this game and I want more of it.
Yeah.
That's
understandable.
where I go with that mindset.
I replayed Spider-Man recently. That game is way shorter than I remember.
PS4.
Because-
Side missions.
I was doing a lot of side missions to upgrade and stuff.
You can beat it in a week if you like barrel
Dude,
through
I
it.
beat it in like 2.5 days.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
You
You're
skip
PS4 though.
cutscenes?
You're talking, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
the PS5 upgrade.
Okay. Yeah.
Was I skipping cutscenes? Yes, I think I was.
Well, there you go.
A little something to do with it. Did y'all see the Kotaku article on the Metroid?
No. Oh, but I did hear some of the backlash for it, so
It's big bash.
I don't know what it's about.
It was Metroid Dread is already running great on Switch emulators, and people were like, "Dude, we waited so long for this game, and Metroid games already don't sell that well. Don't tell people to pirate this."
Oh, is that why I was seeing some ordinary gamers I watched sometime, and he was just like, please don't pirate. And he's usually like, yo, pirate Nintendo, they suck. He's just like, please don't pirate.
But yeah, they got some.
Yeah, I saw an article on PC Gamer. It was just like Metroid Dread running at 4K and 100 and bloody frames per second. I'm just like, and then there's a whole bunch of comments just like, hey, please support this game. Please support this game. This is cool, but please support this game.
Hey,
buy
the
the game and then emulate it if you want the 4K frame rate experience and all that.
Correct. Yeah.
But support it.
Yeah. Get buy this game. Like,
It's just like when that anime convention was just like, okay, when are you bringing this back? And everybody's clapping. And it's like, how many people watched it? Yeah. Now, how many people paid for it? Crickets. Like 5 hands went up. That's why it's not coming. Support your.
oh wait, that's I just remembered one of the other things I got from the garage sale was the attic was a really 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 old Shonen Jump that had like a chapter of Naruto from like the Zabuza arc. It's old as shit. I just remember that.
That's dirt.
Yeah. It's like that. Maybe Don Krieg for One Piece. I'll have to double check.
The right timeline.
Yeah. They were rerunning Dragon Ball. It was the Android 17 fight with Piccolo.
Oh my god. Of course they were. Oh, it's the only thing that's worth anything in America.
Yeah, if for John right there, pirate games that you can't officially buy anymore, that is absolutely fine. If you don't want
Yes.
to take my money, I there's no way for me to give you my money, so I'm just gonna get what I want.
There's something called the ultimate version of Silent Hill 2. And I was going to buy the HD collection. But I'm like, it's an inferior version and it's not being sold. So I'll take what I'll take.
Yeah, there's like a bunch of a good chunk of the some of the classic Metroid games. So like Super Metroid and the original Metroid, you can kind of get through the different like it's like Nintendo Classic or the digital shops that Nintendo has on the Switch right now. But like Metroid Fusion and Metroid Zero Mission, good luck finding it. Those are the Game Boy Advance games. Not finding it anywhere. And there's nowhere to play it. Like, Nintendo hasn't re-released them in any way, shape, or form.
So, yeah. Download this. What are you going to do? This is why people do. This is the true reason people advocate for things like emulators and stuff. Well, this isn't the true reason. This is the most noble reason of, like, preserving these games. Like, hey, this game is 15 years old. You cannot buy it anywhere. And even if you did buy it somewhere, it's not going to the developers. That's what a lot of people don't realize. They think they'll buy a physical game from like eBay or a sold game or a used game from like GameStop. And they're like, I'm supporting people. I own a copy.
No, you're not.
No, it goes $0 goes to that developer or that publisher. So
they got their money 5 to 10 years
legally
ago.
pirated it. What's that?
So they got their money 5 to 10 years ago.
Yeah. In essence, they legally pirated the game. So, stop being
Wow.
such a stick in the mud.
Pokemon,
What?
for, I think it was an example. Soul Silver or Heart Gold used goes for $200+ some places.
That's gross.
Yeah,
That's
Ew.
very
That's disgusting. Why would you do that?
No, thank you.
it's them Canada prices. That's what that is.
That's too many loonies and toonies for my liking. I love that they have currency called loonies and toonies.
Boy, I did not understand that joke.
That is legitimately their
Geography,
currency.
Okay. Dude.
Okay, sure. Could be. BG's just like, could be lying. I'll never know.
I shan't be doing any research on
We have a
this.
Canadian who can confirm in chat.
Our coins.
I don't care. They're funny.
Do you have 6 loonies? Well, I have 12 toonies.
That sentence is
say
funny.
I get 4 loonies for a toonie.
Oh my god. All right. Do we want to talk about the Dragon Ball trailer at all?
Of course.
Yeah.
I think it looks fine. I don't care about the people are big baby rage.
Oh, yes, they
about
are.
that because of course they are. They want their oh my goodness, I want it to look like Broly and everything. The visuals look fine. That's not my issue. My issue is the fact that the whoever those two people are, Gamma 1 and Gamma 2, looks horrible. They look so uninspired. It again looks like an unfinished Toriyama design. It looks like stuff needs to be added in order for it to be finished. It looks incomplete. Bald head, cell face, same old whole ears that Frieza had all these years. It's the same stuff over and over and over again, and it looks bad.
Sorry, Gavin. I only have mods posting links just because bots might spam shit.
Yeah, they're really ruining Twitch.
Yeah.
How fun it could be.
But
y'all was crying about these in horse mask women.
Yeah, the tiny thing that people saw in the trailer is that Broly is in the movie.
Made money, put him in the movie. We can't just not have him in the movie.
Yes,
hey, how does this fit in with the manga and the anime? Hey, who cares? Who cares? He's on the planet and he's fighting. Ooh. So?
Yeah, that's what
People are like, oh, he's training on the Weeds planet. He's that strong without training. Imagine how strong he'll be with the training. Okay, where is he in the manga? Oh, he's not there? Does this take place after the manga? Who knows? Because the timeline is irreparably borked and nobody cares. All that matters is it takes place before Z, but the Bulma line still stands and it breaks it so much, but who cares? So, they're clearly saving the three people that people want to see. Goku's always going to look the same. Piccolo don't never change. Trunks, Goten, Gohan, nowhere to be seen. Coincidence? Absolutely not. They're saving that. This Red Ribbon Army stuff with the little kid and them looking at the bit, I could not care less. This is not what I wanted. I wanted goofy Gohan Saiyaman hijinks.
Same.
I don't want this dumb kid Red Ribbon Army. It doesn't look interesting. That kid just looks like a kid. There's no kind of design. I'm sick of this. I want this to make a quarter of what Broly did. Because if it makes as much as it does, that's just going to tell the studio, yo, this is the direction that we should be going. This CGI, this lower stakes. And then people are going to get more of that and they're going to complain about it more. And the cycle is just going to continue because you're just going to watch it because you guys are bums. So,
yeah, I just kind of felt nothing for it at all.
It's just
Pan was literally the only thing. I'm like, oh, look at that, she's
the Pan
training.
thing was great. She like powering up and punching. I'm like, yeah, look at her little gloves. That's good stuff there. Where her daddy at? Oh, we're not
Piccolo?
talking about him. My interest goes down the more that I see of this movie.
How could it
I
not?
heard superheroes, and I'm just like, just give me dumb Goku and Vegeta are off-world, dumb Gohan,
They're taking-
Videl, dumb Bush.
They're taking care of Moro or whatever. I don't care.
Whatever. Give me the dumb, fun first half of Battle of Gods Bush, and I'm in there for that. But this
Couldn't even give you that much.
couldn't even give me the courtesy.
Eh.
Kakarot looks fine. It's got some good stuff in there. They need to show more action scenes before I'm just like, yo, it looks kind of jank. Because the little bit that they did show, just like, yeah, I could see this being just like, hey, it's a new Tenkaichi game, and this is a cutscene from that.
Yeah.
They
All right.
need to show Gohan with the quickness. They need to show an improved and just as lame outfit for Saiyaman and Saiyawoman. They need these things. But this isn't what the people want. That trailer is what people want. They want that small flash of Broly so that muff can be trending on Twitter for some reason.
Boy,
They want
he?
connections to the past with the Red Ribbon Army again. They want somebody standing in front of a huge picture of Goku and Vegeta and Boo going, oh, they're bad people. Pink Vegeta? Why is it pink? Well, it doesn't matter. They want that. They want that mystery of just like, ooh, what's going on? Who is that? that's just a human. If it's not just a human, it's gonna be an incredibly weak person. If it's not an incredibly weak person, if it's somebody on the level of a Goku Blue, then he was just on planet this entire time and nobody ever knew about him. Great, this is what I want.
Of course.
How can anybody clap?
Easily.
Honestly,
Like this.
no. Their hand should explode.
Nice demonstration,
with the
Mike.
very
Oh,
first
thank you.
one.
I tried real hard.
It's the mindset of his Dragon Ball.
I understand
Dude.
that. I love One Piece. I have the mindset of, hey, this is some cool One Piece stuff. Clap. But you know what? I don't get hyped for One Piece. Like when that no, this is what I'm saying. When that the new movie was coming out, the last one, Stampede, the movie itself, the fact that it was a movie I can go see was hype. But what was happening in front of me, I wasn't like, it was just like, oh, cool, One Piece.
You
Because
saw the
I'm here
trailer.
for characters and stories. And the reason I love that is because it's characters interacting that I've never seen interact before.
Great
Not the
stuff,
big
man.
fight at the end. I just love that in Sabo and Smoker talk with in Boa right there.
It's great stuff.
That's what I want.
All right. Last thing to talk about is
And Gorilla Brain. Oh.
It's the My Hero mindset. Have you caught up?
Oh yeah. Completely.
Okay, great.
1,000,000% caught
Great.
up.
Bruh.
We're just clapping for this woman.
We're just hands are glued together. It is
Yep.
just bam, bam, bam.
Yep.
It is naught but clapping. I'm following the Reddit very, very closely. It is legitimately 100-1 of people going, yeah, big buff lady, yeah, All Might Apprentice, to people going, this wasn't set up at all. She's the strongest woman in the world, and All for One's plan hinges entirely on her quirk, and she's never been big buff girl drowned out. And now
Boy, the claps are always louder than the words.
they always are. She's gotten a collective maybe 5 panels, and she's already fighting Shigaraki. So only 2 things are gonna happen. She's gonna win or she's gonna lose. Both are terrible. She wins. Oh, she's strong enough to fight a, let's say, 70% Shigaraki, and she's never been mentioned before, and she just wins. And if she loses, oh, y'all just introduced this person. She gets bodied, and then it's over for her because her quirk is gone, because that's the entire point. There is no winning in this situation. If it's a tie, that's still going into the bad category of you taking down an all-for-one candidate with Shigaraki's abilities. There's no winning with this fight. A chapter after she's introduced, a chapter after they go, Shigaraki's gonna be completed in a month. 3 days. Today. Okay, what? What is this? This manga is terrible.
I'm gonna soundbite your rewind and add it to my soundboard. That was
Here's the thing.
great.
Perfect.
When it comes
Outstanding.
to it, they're already setting up a very end of Dark Knight Return, Green Arrow shooting and distracting Superman thing with Spinner. It's just like, Spinner, it's your time. So they're gonna give her the you lost, but it wasn't a clean loss. So you might have beat Shigaraki if it was clean, but they used dirty tactics to beat you. So everybody can still go, she's so strong. What would have happened if Spinner
Get
wasn't
this
there?
Trash out.
You
of
know
here.
what's coming, yo.
I said this on the Discord. I was like, every single chapter of My Hero is just like 6 episodes of viewer request month in 20 pages. Wrapped up, just like, it's pure pain.
That is.
It's condensed.
Just, man.
Whenever you needed to get the other side of the spectrum after watching Sora, it's just like, and My Hero.
My Hero.
How could a manga? You know what? I can't even say that because we've been through this so many times of a manga falling off so hard.
No. To me, it's only Bleach. Naruto was gradual.
No, the second in Sasuke's team came, it's like a switch.
That is your switch. Taka or Heavy, whichever one it was first, that's your switch.
No, that is the switch. I swear to God. Reread all of Naruto, and you tell me that's not the exact moment it becomes a terrible series.
Hold on, what moment was this again?
When Heavy is formed, when he's gathering them all up, and it's like,
absolutely.
Tell me, reread all of it, and you'll go, this is pretty good stuff. What was I thinking? Because I'll tell you this. After Shippuden, you got the Sasori in Sakura fight. That's good. You got in Kakuzu, Hidan with Shika, and that's good. And then you go into the Heavy.
Oh, dang. Right after the Heavy, that's when the Sasuke Deidara fight happened. Where
Yes!
Like, my Sharingan can see microscopic bombs, by the way. Oh, and I can summon a snake and put myself into his mouth. And the time that an explosion goes, summon it, desummon it, I'm safe. Oh, yeah, that might be right.
Dude,
Yeah.
it is a switch. And My Heroes was gradual, too. You started feeling it around. I'm not even gonna talk the Mafia arc because that's just me. I understand that. You started feeling it like right around that joint training when Deku got his other power.
The other powers, the introduction of the other powers was the beginning of the end.
And right after that, you get My Villain. So you're like, okay, there's still some good stuff, even though the ending is kind of bland. You're like, okay. There's still some stuff here. But then you go right back to the Deku Todoroki Bakugo stuff. Right back to the Endeavor stuff. And it just kept going. And then it just came to a head with the war.
Oh, yeah.
That was when it was just like, holy, this is the worst. Hey. Where is he?
Where he at, though?
Where is he?
Wait, what?
Miro.
Oh.
I'm wrestling. Mirio, where is he?
Where is he?
He's around.
No. Where?
Somewhere.
We haven't gotten anything of Eri either. She's very important.
Where is she? Where they at? He's not here.
Put up the sign.
He's not here. Dude. They were so important to winning that.
Dude, Mirako was the only reason the counter was going up. It was just like, Shigaraki's gonna be complete. We can see the counter. It's going up to 100%. She is the person that stopped them, saving millions of people. Where is she? She got a panel. A single panel. And then when Deku was jumping around, they were just like, oh, Mirako, she shouldn't be back on duty right now. 2 mentions. She saved basically the entire planet through her sheer tenacity. And Horikoshi couldn't give less of a because she doesn't have that split down in the middle fire ice dude. That's not you, so I don't care. We need it in 14 chapters of Edge Coup. We needed that. Mirako and Mirio? Who gives a
I've never heard that before, but it works.
It is really bad.
It's a terrible series.
It's a really bad series.
I can't believe how bad it got. Like, it is.
And continues to be.
And continues to be. That might be the worst part.
Yeah.
Because you would think, and that's what happened. That's what happened all the time with the Bleach and Naruto and all that. Where you go, it was great at one point. It could always turn around. If it got to this point, it can get back to that other point. And you hold on to that hope and every week you just get a little more desperate.
We in the end game, so it's
Well, the good thing about Dr. Stone is it is coming to an end. So
Yeah.
there's limited time for them to really fuck it up. Like Black
But still
Clover, I
time.
feel like was like it was a very peak and valley. I mean, and I think Black Clover is coming to an end soon as well. Like that's
Oh,
one where
definitely.
it had dips, but then it came back up. It
Yeah.
righted the course. Which is oddly rare for a big shonen.
Because usually when you see that whoop, you might get a little whoop, but then it's right back down to the whoop.
Yeah. That's legit math, everybody. This is science.
Yeah, it wasn't a huge drop, and I think that's the difference. Black Clover was like at best, it's just like
all
eh,
right.
this
Fine.
isn't
Fine.
great.
Whatever.
I'm not gonna say it's not good, but it's not great.
Yeah, I don't think this current arc is bad.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what I'm saying. That's the drop for Black Clover.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it's
Well,
bad. I don't
Gavin
think it's
said,
bad.
but right now it's not great.
Yeah. But like for My Hero, it's just like, no, this is bad.
Yes, agreed.
When do we become good again? And history should inform us. You don't. But
It's legitimately coming to an end soon. I can't see this lasting more than 2-3 years.
I agree. Yeah.
he shot his wad so early.
Yeah.
Most certainly.
I held out hope for so long. I'm just like, I don't think it's that bad,
Oops.
guys. I don't think it's no. Is that the second stage of grief, right? Denial.
I think it's
I'm at acceptance.
acceptance is like 4.
No, acceptance is the last one.
Yeah. Oh yeah, 5th.
Yeah.
Anger is the second one. Okay.
Okay.
I think bargaining is like the 4th one.
I was probably angry
I've
at
been
you
in
guys,
anger
like
forever.
saying, like, no, like I can't believe that, and then just, but no, it's not.
I need to go to another stage. I need to go over to apathy or whatever. That I'm just
Whatever you're in now, ain't it?
whatever. Because this anger is just it is constant.
Hey, I'm telling y'all guys, please reread or rewatch the Mafia arc. Please just know that was not a good arc.
I've not seen it dubbed, so I can do that.
Please
dubbed.
do that.
Can't be more than like 13, 14 episodes.
It was not long. You're gonna get in Red Riot Bush.
I like the Unbreakable. I like Fat Gum. I love Sun Eater.
Yeah, I loved 2 of
Mirio?
those.
Yeah, Mirio as well. His big
Beast in
moment.
it. Okay.
I'm saying,
Yeah, we just never leave anger.
It's always here.
all right, last thing that I wanted to talk about, Jesus Christ, was the Twitch leak. Holy crap. It was like Wednesday or so where Twitch announced that they had a compromised leak where financials of different Twitch streamers got leaked, and as well as potentially passwords and stuff. So they reset stream keys, recommended people reset their passwords, enabled two-factor authentication, what have you. But some of the more interesting details were the financials. It showed, I think it was like the last month's payout for a couple of different streamers, and then a 2-year payout of the top like 50 channels or so, or 100 channels on the site. And it oddly led to a lot of like undue hate towards Critical Role.
Really?
Yeah, people like, because people have this image in their head of like, oh, it's just a bunch of friends, playing a game together. But it's like, but no, that they're a company. They're a company that employ 30 people. They have sets. They have productions. They have a lot of costs.
Isn't there an animated series?
They're making an animated that has funding from Amazon. It was kickstarted, so like those are caveats. But they are also making an animated series and what have you. Like they have a lot more overhead cost than just a Twitch streamer. You know,
A Twitch streamer that might have like a social media manager or something,
and an editor.
they
Like,
might have like 4 people in their employee.
Maybe.
Yeah.
An editor, a consistent artist that they have making consistent content for their social media and their streams.
Shout out to that.
yeah. So, because like once, like if you even factored in like if all of the money, it was like just shy of $10 million that they made in 2 years. But if you factor that into the salary of all of their employees, if they split the money evenly, that's basically a $70,000 salary between all their employees, not counting production costs or any other overhead. If you own that money only went to salaries, which it doesn't.
I don't even care. You made $10 million. Good on you. What's the problem?
Yeah. But I'm just saying, like the people that like thinking like, oh, they made millions. It's just like, no, they didn't.
I mean,
it's not all of them hoarding, like those 7
millions.
people hoarding the money.
Here's the thing: is they grossed 10 million. They didn't net 10 million.
Correct.
There's a very big difference there.
Yeah.
They made it, but that's not what they take from it. There's a very strong difference, but most people don't get that because they're undereducated clowns.
Yeah. So yeah, like, and then but the thing is, all those other streamers have different revenue streams, John. Like a lot of people have merch, have YouTube revenue as well, donations, and what have you.
Donations, sponsorship,
yeah. Like one of the top streamers on there was Ray Narvaez Jr., who of Achievement Hunter fame. He left Achievement Hunter to do streaming full time. He was at like 1.2 million over the course of 2 years. But he also has a merch line. He also has sponsors. He also has YouTube and what have you. So like he has different revenue streams, and his wife also streams and helps run their merch company and what have you.
I mean,
so
let's face it. Somebody in his when he made like a comment thread about like owning, like he's like, yeah. It was kind of wild to see myself up there. You know, you never really think about the success you have because you don't see it that way.
Mm-hmm.
And then one of his friends commented, they're like, dude, I've known you forever. You now own 2 homes in Houston. You gotta know, fam.
So yeah, like it's fascinating to look at, but like BG said, just like, hey, you made that money, good for you. Like,
yeah, what's the problem?
it's like, what's the problem?
The thing is, people don't want to think that the person they see sitting in front of a screen is outclassed them.
Yeah.
Like their job is to sit at a desk and play a video game. They should be making just enough to get by, like me. Motherfucker, if you who's barely getting by is subbing to them and there's thousands of you in a chat, that's $5 at the bare minimum, not counting the other
$250. You make half.
Right, you make half
Some
of it,
people
right?
have
So
a better
$250.
deal, though.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, true.
Yeah,
And yeah, that 250 is the assumption that all those subs are tier 1s. Tier 3s.
There's different tiers. I'm saying, but if we imagine they were all tier 1 subs, and there's 4,000 of you in the chat per day, 250 times that fucking 1,000 number, that's per day.
Per month.
Like, well, what I mean is, if they're there per day, it means they're
That's
sub
10,000,
there
I
per
think.
month. Yes, exactly. That's per month. Like, and that's only under the assumption that there's only 4,000 or 5,000 of you.
Yeah.
And that's not even including any cheers, bits.
Again, cheers,
any of that
tips.
stuff.
And we're talking straight up just in the follows. Like, you can't be thinking that you're on the same level. You can't be mad when you find out that they make more than you. It's insane.
Mm-hmm.
Get off your high horse. If you fucking feel like you don't have enough, you want to compare yourself to somebody else, go out there and earn it. They did. The people you watch did. They put the time in.
One way or another.
Mm-hmm.
Either you put the time in or you don't. Don't be mad.
Because yeah, like another side of this too that like a lot of people don't even think about is, and like we were saying, like Critical Role's a business. Truly, most of these big Twitch streamers, they run their own business, and that's how they view it. Like they have,
really?
a
Critical
couple
said the same
people.
thing as me.
They have a couple people underneath them. They probably have merch. They have to do business dealings for sponsorships and stuff, which you probably need a business in order to do. It could just be yourself, but it's a business. So it's just like.
Even if it's just like an LLC.
Exactly.
It's gotta be something.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't understand why the moment I saw that was a thing, it kind of stupefied me. Because it's not a problem for an actor to make fucking $6 million for a movie.
Yeah, but they're perceived to be on something you can't be. Like, you can't go out and become an actor. Anybody, quote unquote, anybody can pick up a controller and become a streamer. So your success should not be at such a level compared to mine if I'm doing roughly the same things you are.
It's a fallacy. It's
Yeah.
not
Oh yeah,
true.
no. People are stupid.
That's what I'm trying to say. It boggles my mind because it's at its core, at the crux of the whole thing. It's the same thing. Nobody's born an actor. They put their effort in. They practice the craft, and they either get lucky enough to have that break, or they don't. It's the same thing as being a streamer.
There's baby actors.
Okay, again, they are pretty much crafted to be that way, though. Child actors,
you seen them honey
are
boo boos?
crafted.
No, I'm just
Yeah,
saying.
they are.
Babies just like, hey, yo, I got a baby. And then they're like, yeah, we'll put your baby in the movie.
Yeah,
That's
again,
why I asked the question a while ago. Like, I wonder how much babies get paid.
their parents get a like
Obviously.
stipend.
You don't give a baby a check.
I don't know, D. I think you might if you were a director. We're
I
gonna pay
would.
your kid.
That would be funny. It would be
would, and
for
I
the
would put-
goof, absolutely.
Exactly.
I'd give him one of them big old novelty checks.
Take a picture next to the
Reader's
stroller.
Digest.
Cash this, baby.
He needs to hold it.
Hey, if he'll hold it, he'll get paid. Sorry. It's in the contract.
If he eats it, it's null and void. Oh, he's eating it. Sorry.
I mean, here's the thing:
Should have
it's
raised
like
the
that
better kid.
the actors, streamers, VTubers, YouTubers. The only reason they quote unquote make it is because they get lucky.
Luck.
All of it is
100%
luck. It's like I'm gonna put it like towards you guys here in our chat right now, hanging out with us. Me and the guys, we've been at this for 10+ years, talking into a void. It's by a stroke of luck that you guys found and sat in and stayed with us here. Now we're here as Twitch affiliates. Maybe sure there's only 4 of you in the stream
I
right
don't
now.
give a shit. There used to be 0.
Exactly.
But it's
That's the thing
also
is
a good
it's luck.
amount of connections as well, because we got 2 big breaks, which is when Manga Common gave us a shout out, and Jet Black has just been spamming our channel, just like go over here and sub to them constantly. So
what I was going to say
connections
is
also
we
play a
got
big part of
it again. The connection part is still an amount to luck. They didn't have to do that for us or you. I'm going to say it was you. They didn't have to do that for you. That was a stroke of luck because you earned it. It's a
did work
tie-in
hard
both
for it.
ways. Yeah, exactly. Just because but not everybody who works hard for someone gets a break. You guys got a break, and in exchange, it's sliding over to us. But it's just like, don't hate the people that make it. I don't understand that thought. You should be patted on the back, like, hey, I like your content. Congratulations, you earned that paycheck.
Yeah, if you're giving somebody money to support them or do whatever, and
Yeah.
then you're like, why do you have so much money? That's just dumb stuff.
Yeah.
It's dumb. You gave it to them. You helped them get there. It's like us, for instance.
You
like
literally paid me.
The only way now that we continue to grow is by everybody who sits and comes to our chat is if they start sharing. Is if they have a moment of the podcast that they love and adore and they clip it and they share it with their friends. Which, hey guys, wink, wink, nod, nod, start fucking sharing our shit, you shitlords.
You don't need
But
to do that. You don't need
They
to do
do.
that.
I want that clip of DA screaming like a goddamn lunatic shared across the
Now
fucking
that
internet.
should be everywhere, high key. Because so many times when I've actually seen reaction channels, I'm just like, they're playing it up. This was pure emotion. There was no, hey, I'm on stream. Because if there was no camera on this man, I would be hearing it from my room.
Yep.
And play with me. That's just real life.
Exactly. It's like that's the kind of shit, like the kind of content I'm like, okay guys, just fucking straight up share that with everyone you know.
We
Get
do
them in
need
here
to
because this is
make
the
a
kind of shit we do.
compilation of some of our recent streams and recent
Oh,
podcasts
yeah.
too. Like
Oh,
just be like, hey,
absolutely.
this video here, this is us.
Oh, John, I have that too. I have that still in my favorites to this day. The everyday I'm sucking it is just god tier.
We've done too much stuff.
We have.
That
We
is
really
DA's. That's DA's like theme song. Feel free to drop that in like the memes channel in the Discord, by the way, John. Share that with the class.
All right. Well.
Oh yeah, you've given us a lot of clips.
Yes,
and
you have.
Even did a compilation.
Like, to me, it's nuts. Like, our emote is based off of a dumb thing that happened during the No More Hero streams.
But like, that's the thing is, it's the same vein. Like people who they make it, just be happy for them.
Yeah.
Like if you guys like our content and you want to see us succeed, share our shit. We'll never blame you guys for it. If you start blaming us for getting big, I'll just fucking tell you to go fuck yourself. That's just how it's gonna go.
That's what we keep you here for, Ralph.
We keep it real. We keep it real over here.
All right. Fact Man.
45 facts about Canada.
They have
Dang, I
loonies
wish
and
zero
toonies.
was one. Cause of
I get it.
Thank you, John.
Canada.
Oh,
Good man. Can always rely on John.
Let's all pick one and DA pick the best one. Well, I say always, but we only did it like
33.
I'm gonna
42.
I'm gonna go 14. 14, 30, 42. And Triton said 3. As I said 19. Gavin said 5.
42.
42 is the one, y'all. Ralph, good man.
Yes.
Canadians say sorry so much that the Apology Act was passed in 2009, declaring that an apology cannot be used as evidence of admission of guilt.
Oh my god.
You
Oh
stand
my
accused
God.
of this. Sorry.
You were sorry, he admitted it.
Oh
No,
my
no, 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 I didn't mean it like that.
You've done it again, Johnson.
100 convictions.
I feel like that's like
It's not that many people. I'm sorry. You too, Johnson?
I feel like that's the like Canadian equivalent to the United States of I plead the fifth.
Story.
Did you do this? I'm sorry. Can't do anything about it. Damn.
Dang.
I yield the floor.
Are there any guns in the car, sir? Sorry. Well, get out. Have you been drinking and driving, sir? Sorry. Well, walk this line.
Why'd you pull me over? Sorry. I guess I'm going to jail. You got me.
Unfucking real.
That is amazing. That is
What a thing to end on.
what a Canadian fact. Like we can go back to this list and we know it's legit. For this fact alone.
That's awful.
Oh man.
The Sorry Act. You had to put into
Apology Act.
the Apology Act. You had to put into a bill, hey, you can't convict people for saying this word. It's just in the lexicon so much. It's like if we suddenly just adopted I did it. It was just like, it's an I did it act. We just say it too much. You can't convict
can't
them
do
of
it.
it.
But I really did do it. Nah, you're on your way, sir. I deserve to be punished.
Your I did it was punishment enough. On your way.
Wow.
Well then.
All right, Ralph, we seeing you next week.
I mean, he wasn't even supposed to be here this week, so.
True.
Oh yeah. On that note, that's the
Oh
This
wait,
is
yeah,
story.
you did have a story.
yeah. There was
We'll
this
end
one
on
little
this.
bit. Okay, so I wasn't supposed to be here this week because I was scheduled to be there to work till about 8 o'clock tonight, close. That changed because one of the managers is out with COVID.
Oh.
Whoops.
Whoops, cough, cough.
So your boy is being given keys and running the show next weekend.
Oh.
So they gave me off today and Thursday so I can run the show Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
There you go.
You got
I've-
keys to the cough kingdom.
Yep.
It's all over the place.
Air it out.
Use your Sharingan to see all them microscopic COVIDs.
The thing is that it happened on the same week that one of their managers died of COVID.
Oh,
What are they doing?
Vaccinations aren't mandatory. Both these individuals
After-
are
after
unvaccinated.
someone
baby.
I-
we cool, baby. Just...
After someone I personally know died, I don't care if it's mandatory or not. I'm getting this.
So,
no.
Shoot my arm up.
in the wake of the passing, I'm going to say about 60% of the rest of the crew that are now going for it or
That's
are
good.
actively searching out where
Good.
to get it.
Good. But BG, the mindset of people is a thing. I know some people. I won't say it
Mhm.
say it on the
We
cast.
all
I
know
will
people.
explain it after we sign off for their privacy.
okay.
But yeah.
But all right, yeah, let's get out of here for this.
All
But
right.
am I going to be here next weekend? No, I will be closing next week, like I just
Gotcha.
said. I will not be here next Sunday.
You will have big boy keys. All right. Thank you everybody for tuning into this episode of the podcast and stuff. Tomorrow I will be playing more Metroid Dread and basically every day until I beat it because I don't want to stop playing.
What time do you end your stream tomorrow?
It'll when would you sign in? I can end it.
No. It's up to you.
I usually
I'll-
go anytime between 10 and midnight.
Okay, yeah, that's good because, like I said, I'm off work at 1:30.
Okay,
So
okay.
I'll
Yeah.
probably pop you in at 2.
All right, we can discuss this after stream. I need to
Yeah,
sleep,
well,
guys.
we're just announcing things to the people, sir.
Yeah.
Actually, finally playing Dead Space this
Yes.
week. I
All right.
I was
So, Monday evening into night, me playing Dread, and in the wee hours of the morning, for those super night owls and anyone else that wanders in, BG will start playing some Dead Space. And then,
I think I'm gonna call it Not Alive Abyss.
then we got at some point this week, I do want to do a Smash stream. DA, if you're available, try and do something. And or Nick All Stars, and then Back for Blood. If you pre-order it, you get access to it, so we could play that. So there's
When did
that.
come out?
It's not out yet, but if you pre-order it, you
It's
can
well.
play it now. So there's that.
I'm gonna get it on Game Pass. So.
Okay. All right. With that, thank you everybody for tuning into this episode of the Podcast of Stuff. We will see you next week.
Later.